Qué bárbaro. Currucú. Es el Lucky.
Una palomita blanca
De piquito colorado. Ayer yo la vi llorando en las cumbres de un guayabo.
Todos juntos.
Currucú, currucú, le cantaba el palomito. Currucú, currucú, que volviera su nidito.
Yeah. Hey, we've got
All
a
the time.
PBT reunion here. Look at this. All of us.
Oye, en aquellos días, cuando estaba conquistando mis ojitos acá, ni los bajamos del dance floor, carnal.
Right?
Puras vueltas y vueltas.
Estábamos bailando y de ahí se acababa la rola y ahí nos quedamos parados para que la next song que tocara
We
la
would just
band.
wait. We would just
Just
wait.
look in each other's eyes.
Ni necesitábamos mesa, carnal. Estábamos en el dance floor toda la noche.
Yep.
That was back when you were Sergio Goyri 956 and Kim Kardashian 956.
Sí, ahí está el picture, papá, guacha. Mira nomás, qué bárbaro, cállate, shut up. A ver, y me dijeron el Sergio Goyri.
¿Sí te pareces, Dad?
Y ahí está, se parecía a la real BB Gaitán, papá.
Oh my God.
Esta sí era la BB Gaitán 956 back then.
Oh,
Yo era el
my gosh.
Sergio Goyri 956.
Porque había una novela, right, when they were together.
No, I don't know about
I
that.
think
Sergio
so.
Goyri and
Yeah,
BB
I
Gaitán
think
were in a
so.
novela
Sí,
together,
pues,
yeah.
You see, baby, it was destiny, mama.
It was destiny.
Yeah, this is destiny. So, you know, ahora chinga un guapanguito medio guapango
Oh
y la
my
chingada nos
gosh,
queremos
I can't.
sentar y la chingada, ¿entiendes?
Yeah.
Pero
Forget
pues,
it.
you know, es que ya te pones en una edad, vato, y se te aprietan las piernas y la chingada, la espalda y
You're
todo el
bad.
pedo. So. Pero let me tell you, babe, you better get ready because I feel 100% right now.
Oh boy.
I feel better than I have ever felt in my life.
That's true.
You know, Rock, when I walked in, I thought, man, his spine looks elongated.
I mean, you look taller, too.
I'm getting stretched out. Bro, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Does he have more cartilage?
Dude, let me tell you. My back, like I've always had issues with it, man. Porque me
Always.
caí de la pinche ladder coming down from the fucking
Attic.
Ahí,
Literally.
we used to live, we moved out. Me caí de nalga. And since then, I felt tightness up here. And I go to massages, esto chingo de feria, massages, y no, me dura un ratito and it comes back. So I said, you know what? Voy a ir a ver el cuñado de Bobby Pulido, el esposo de Alma.
Mm-hmm.
Se llama Joey Longoria. So I went to the chiropractor center of McAllen. Y no hombre, carnal. I feel great, dude. I've never felt this good. I feel amazing.
Andas bien flexible, ¿qué, Dad?
Dude, check this out. I went today and he does the adjusting, right? That's Joey. So look at
Oh.
No salió pedo. But look, man, look. My shoulder, my left shoulder, I always have problems with it. And then, look, check this out, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Vámonos. Let's get up,
La
papa.
nalguita.
Yeah.
Ándale, papá.
Yeah,
Mira,
órale.
más alto.
And then I go on over to
What
the...
is that contraption?
Yeah. That's a spinal decompression, babe.
Looks like a faja.
That's what it is. So they lay you down there and then they wrap you up and, you know, real nice and tight. You know, you got to be real nice and tight. This, ladies and gentlemen, I had an issue when my leg was hurting me and I couldn't stop the pain in my leg. Remember, babe?
Yes.
I was
you were-
taking like
yeah, you
6
were
ibuprofens every 3 hours.
every 2 hours.
Oye, Dad, te están haciendo roll up como un joint.
Bro,
como
let
un
me
blunt.
tell you, I went to him and I got on this thing
Oh my god.
and within 2 days, it was like the pain was gone. It was fantastic. So, lo que hace esta máquina te estira, bro. Te
That's
estira.
pretty awesome.
No wonder you look taller.
Yeah.
I might do it just for the height.
So if one of your discs is pinched, it'll like open up the little bit. Y se mete para atrás el disc, carnal, and you know it's not hurting a nerve or anything like that. And then so I get off of this, and this is just another segment of what I did. Then I went on down the hallway. Okay, that was about 10, 15 minutes. This machine right here. When I talked to Joey, that I went back to him. I said,
Zoe.
dude, I need some help. He goes, dude, we've got something that's a game changer. This machine it gets sound, and it hits a pressure point, which is scar tissue, and wherever you're having pain, and it breaks up the scar tissue, and it lets blood go right back to it and heal it, so where it doesn't hurt you anymore. And I did one session with this thing, ladies and gentlemen, and it was like se me quitó todo el olor. I was telling my wife, like when you're in the shower, I gotta scrub my feet. I have to lift them up. I would have to do it a little slow because I'm so tight from my hamstrings.
¿Qué onda con las nalgas? Mira.
Hey.
Bro, I had some pressure points between, like right on donde se termina la canoa, ¿entiendes? And it was like painful, a little painful, but it was worth it. And then this is light therapy. This gives oxygen to the muscle that they just did. You know what I mean? Now, this is nothing, bro. Wait till you see the stretching que me van a dar, carnal. Right there, man. Hijo de su, bro. That stretch right there, dude. Oh, my God. It felt amazing.
Te están stretching como gold member, Dad?
Yeah, dude, yeah. And then check this out. Pero watch out. There's a part where she puts the leg straight up, okay? And then she pulls right there. And then she pulls the toes down like that. Oh, dude.
Oh, Patriot dog.
The
my
stretch is
Whoa.
Oye, te traen como una pretzel.
Sí, así me tiene rally en la cama, carnal. But no, they're an amazing team, ladies and gentlemen. I highly recommend them. Joey is such a nice dude. This guy, he's a chiropractor for animals too. He does horses and cattle. And now he's got the shop all to himself. And man, he's doing some amazing work. And I just highly recommend them. Chiropractic Center of McAllen. And now you can do like a monthly membership where you pay so much a month and you get your. And I told my wife, I need to be consistent with the adjustments with my spine, because the spine has some fluid in it that it gets compressed, and then it needs to spread out to the rest of the body. And that's what makes you feel great. So, man, I want to thank Joey for helping me out, man. Fantastic crew. And I highly recommend it. You give them a call or find them. It's a Chiropractic Center of McAllen. Joey Longoria. That's Bobby Pulido's brother-in-law. He's married to his sister, Alma. So thank you so much. And, man, I tell you what. Ahora sí vamos a bailar, baby. Órale, mira.
Currucú, le cantaba el palomito. Currucú,
Toda la noche,
currucú,
sin parar.
que volviera a su nidito.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're excited this Thursday night, mañana, tomorrow night, ahí en San Juan, tenemos un concierto con Lucky Joe, va a estar ahí también, free, totalmente gratis, y va a estar Jay Pérez, Bucking Crazy, Lucky Joe Midnight Run, Reckless Texas,
Palomita,
y también se presenta Cheyenne y pues Whiskey D, papá,
Oh, yeah.
Y pues ya saben el video que tenemos de Whiskey D con Lucky Joe, ¿verdad? Y también entra Bobby Pulido, ¿verdad? Pues el Third Rate Romance ya tiene 120,000 views el video.
Míralo.
Pero es una rola que de 1975 era el Bobby Pulido de Ochain Sharp de madre.
Se mira bien young.
Y yo me veo bien estrellado de madre, bien estrellado.
Super estrella.
Super estrella. Y ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I was like, what is Zac Efron doing there?
So Lucky Joe's going to be performing tomorrow night there at the festival. And the last time Lucky was performing with us was at the stock show. He went on and he went by and we did the song. Y me recuerdo cuando lo estaba promoviendo en social media que iba a estar Lucky Joe, me texteó Bobby la noche antes y me dijo, oye, GPI, carnal, gracias por invitar. Y dije, pues chinga, but yo no sabía que, you know what I mean, I don't like to bother people, ¿entiendes?
Hashtag Sentis.
Sí, so cuando me di cuenta que va a estar Lucky Joe ahí en San Juan con nosotros, pon el póster otra vez, baby. You know, you don't see Bobby Pulido on it, ¿verdad? It's just Jay Pérez, Bucking Crazy, Whiskey D, Lucky Joe, Midnight Run, Reckless Texas, and Cheyenne. So, when I found out Lucky, le dije, Lucky, hey, ¿te quieres aventar la rola con nosotros, carnal? Y dijo, órale, está bueno, bro. Y pues de volada le hablé a you know who, a Bobby Pulido. Okay? And le dije, hey, Bobby, you want to do the song with us, man? Y dijo, ¿sabes qué? ¿Cuándo es? Le dije, it's the 3rd of July, all right? It's on a Thursday night. Y, book it, buddy. Órale, carnal. So Bobby's going to go by tomorrow también. Thursday night, okay? Thursday night, and it's happening at the San Juan Municipal Park right off Old 83. Y pues, la rolita, Whiskey D, papá.
Hashtag BP's coming to town.
Sitting in a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant. She was staring at her coffee cup.
No más.
He was
Ahí
trying
viene
to keep
Bobby.
his courage up by applying booze. And talk was small when they talked it all. They both knew what they wanted.
El Bobby, bro. We're going to have some fun Thursday night. San Juan Municipal Park, free concert. Jay Perez is going to headline. And guess what? We're going to play at 8 o'clock. Whiskey D's going to play at 8 o'clock. And then after us, it's a Bucking Crazy. But between us and Bucking Crazy, Jay Perez is going to go on stage and sing the national anthem.
That's gonna be cool.
With fireworks, okay?
Nice.
So
Pyro.
that's going to be something special that we've never seen in a long time, or probably have never seen. Jay Perez singing the national anthem. You know that guy's going to hit it out of the ballpark.
The voice.
Man. ¿Verdad?
The voice.
And then Bucking Crazy will go on. They got a new single out. And then Jay Perez is going to headline. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's tomorrow night, Thursday, July 3rd, Independence Day Block Party, San Juan, Jay Perez, Whiskey D, Bucking Crazy. Going to be fun.
Oye, yo voy a andar ahí, yo voy a andar ahí, voy a ir a disfrutar ahí con toda la raza y voy a saludar gente, voy a tomarme fotos con todos, pero más que nada voy a agarrar behind the scenes ahí con todos.
That's gonna be fun.
Para poder agarrar ahí, you know, just to show the fans, you know, what happens behind the scenes.
Carnalito, lleven toda la familia, raza. It's a family affair.
And it's free, right?
And it's free.
I mean, come on.
So no te va a salir caro los chavalos o nada de eso. There's going to be food, fun. Va a haber vironga bien fría. Va a haber cohetes. It's going to be fantastic.
You don't have to spend money on fireworks. Ahí va a haber.
Ahí va a estar. Ahí vamos a estar Thursday night, San Juan Municipal Park, July 3rd, okay?
Woo!
And then on, let me see here. I got to get that.
Jay
tune
Perez
ready.
is going to look like Skeletor lighting up the sky.
Yeah.
And by the way,
By
Chaz,
the power of Grayskull.
By the power of Perez.
Chaz and Jax. By the way, when we were in San Antonio a couple of weekends ago or last weekend, I can't even remember. They were asking for both of you guys. There was fans that
man.
went, and they were asking us, "Where's Jax? Where's Chaz? They should come. They should have come." And we're like, "Okay, next time, next time."
We need to take off as a crew, man,
Yes,
and go
yes.
say hi to all of our fans. We love you all. We
Yes.
love you all.
So we'll be there tomorrow, Thursday, right? So if y'all
Yeah.
want to meet us, and we'll all be there.
Hang out with us.
Yes.
Yeah, come
And
hang
then-
out with us. We're all gonna be there, right, Chaz?
Hell yeah. I'll be there with a fedora. I just wanted to say fedora.
And he's going to have a hat on, too. Fedora
That's
sounds like the name of a woman or something, right?
It sounds like
Voy a llevar la
Walona from Good Times, Walona.
I'm gonna take a fedora. Oye, ¿cómo? ¿De dónde es la ruca? Okay, carnal. Ahí, Fedora Garcia.
She sounds exotic.
Nah, she sounds like she's from Donna.
Oh my god!
No, that's mi
That's
pedorra.
true.
Ah, no, pedorra. Just kidding.
Hey, shout out to all of our fans in Donna. No se crean.
Oh, we love you guys.
Un
We love
besito
you
para
guys.
mis ojitos acá de eso también.
Oh my god!
And then
stop
on
it.
Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in on South Padre Island, 4th of July weekend with these guys, Los Lonely Boys and Whiskey D.
Wow,
Hoy nomás.
that's gonna be epic, man.
This was a big hit for these guys, man. San Angelo, Texas. Hoy nomás. Red, White, and Beach. Get your tickets. And right now, it's 2 for 1.
Ooh,
Okay, so you
What?
get 2 tickets for the price of 1, okay?
Save me from this prison.
Just help me get away.
Alligator Alcatraz.
Alligator Alcatraz. El Trump trae a todos bien unhinged con ese pedo, ¿no?
Big time.
The Alligator Alcatraz.
Ey, de mi trompita no te la
I
hablando.
can't wait for the next WWE match. I'll see you at the Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Hey, they have merch. They
See?
have the merch with the alligator on it and
Really?
everything. Yeah.
Well, of course, everything's got to be
Well,
freaking like.
Benny Johnson had it on today.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
No, but it's going to be awesome. There ain't going to be no alligator. Going to be a lot of fish. A beautiful seaside.
Seagulls.
Yeah. And then,
Rock, do you remember who discovered these guys?
let me think.
When they first came out, they kept saying it over and over. Discovered by
Yeah, who was it?
Sherman Hemsley. No, I'm just kidding.
The Jeffersons
Oh, I was like, what?
What the fuck?
That's an inside
Sherman
joke.
has it. Mr. Jefferson.
By Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
When they first came out, they would discovered by Willie Nelson, and Willie Nelson took them on tour, and it was a whole thing.
Cool.
Orale. Well, you know, I've met them before, and I've seen them perform before. So they put on a good jam session, ladies and gentlemen. Great music, great musicianship, and then we'll be opening up the show, Whiskey D, and we're gonna have our American flag. We're gonna be doing American Band. That's gonna be our first song to kick off the whole show. And have you ever heard this album that they?
I haven't heard the whole album. No, you know what? It has a vibe of. Remember that soundtrack from Dusk Till Dawn?
Uh-huh.
It's got like Hispanic bands that
Sí.
are like kind of borderline rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to me, it kind of sounds like that.
Tito La Tarantula. That's the guy. Tito La Tarantula. He
Yes.
plays amazing.
There's a song on this album that I liked it better than Heaven. It's called Hollywood. I don't know. Have y'all heard it? Check it out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Lonely Boys, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, 2 for 1. Go to TIXPLUG.com, tixplug.com. You can get 2 tickets for the price of 1. Okay? So you're saving some money. You're going to have some fun.
Calling up my Cherie
No más.
to tell her that I'm gonna leave, 'cause I'm moving on to Hollywood, you see.
You guys never heard this song before?
Yeah, I've heard it.
You heard it?
I used to hear it in high school.
So
I had the CD in high school, and I played it in my car.
Todo el CD está bruto, carnal.
for my family to see me on that silver screen.
I like this part, man.
Ahora.
I know I can't go wrong, 'cause I finally found my song. And I'm headed where I belong, Hollywood.
Yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah.
I know there's something in store for me,
I like the rhythm,
nothing like the tragedy.
the drive. It's going to be fantastic. South Padre Island, Cameron County Amphitheater. And if you get your tickets right now at tixplug.com, you get 2 for 1. Los Lonely Boys, along with Whiskey D. Why don't you put in the there in the comments what your favorite Lonely Boy song is, or if you've ever seen them. Let us know.
I'm headed where I belong,
Hollywood, Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Cool song.
San Angelo, Texas, man. They got conjunto roots, these guys. Their dad was involved with conjunto music. Un saludito para los fans de San Angelo. Y también de allá de Sonora, Rankin, Texas, también. No más. Want to thank Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. If you feel sluggish, tired, gain weight, looking for some energy for the summer, man, porque, man, you know, we work a lot, and then sometimes you get tired real easy. Pues go by Dr. T's. As a matter of fact, mi ojitos fue también, and I got her blood work and everything, and she's going to get on a program. How did it go, baby? Was everything cool?
It went super duper awesome. I do want to say thank you to, give me 1 second.
It's an amazing place, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people have gone. I went there the other day, and they had like about 60 clients by the time I got there at 2:00, they had already seen like 60
Yeah.
clients, bro. It's working for a lot of people. So
Yes.
how did your visit go, baby?
I think when you walk into any doctor's office, you know, I mean, all of us have like this a little bit of anxiety and not so much fear, but like, oh, I'm in a doctor's office, right? Because it's not something that you normally do. But as soon as I walked in, the ladies in the front, in the receptionist area, were super duper kind, very helpful. They saw me right away. The physician that saw me and spoke to me, she was super duper nice. She gave me a bunch of information. She sat down with me and went through every single thing on my results pages, every single page. Of course, she gave me recommendations, and she, you know, we talked about what I wanted, and then again, she gave me her recommendation, and we are going to take it from there. And so I'm starting up, and so I'm extremely excited. Everyone just made me feel extremely comfortable, which is really something that you know, we all want, right, when we go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And so it was awesome. It was an awesome experience, and everyone was super duper awesome. And so thank you to everyone out there at Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. You all are awesome, and thank you all for what you do, and thank you for listening, you know, because sometimes we just want to be heard, and it's just different, right? When you're sitting down with the doctor, you don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, well, you need to exercise and you need to do this and you need to do that. They listen, and then they give you recommendations, and they suggest things that are attainable, right? And things that you're going to be like, okay, yeah, I can do it. And so leaving there, I felt very comfortable and confident that, you know what, this is going to be something that I need, and you know, to extend my life a little bit longer, right?
For sure.
So,
I need you here for a while.
Because we're not getting any younger, so we have to really make sure that we prioritize our health first and foremost.
I've been trying to get her to go, you know, for a while, but she gets so busy. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you got to take time for your health. I know we have a lot of work and we do a lot of things in our lives, and sometimes we've got the kids, we got to do this, we got to do that, and you know, the years pass and you disregard your health, and you don't go get a checkup, and then before you know it, you finally feel sick, and then you go, and it's may be too late.
Yeah.
Or there
We
might
don't
be
want that.
something that you could have prevented if you would have been there earlier and had your monthly or, you know, quarterly checkups or yearly checkups. So what are you waiting for? You call Dr. T's, you make an appointment, and you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. And I'm really happy that my wife, I've been wanting her to go and get checked and get her blood work, because I love her so much and I want her to be here as long as possible, because I'm going to need her to help me out when I'm a little older. You know what I mean? And you know what? You probably won't, baby, because, I mean, look at my dad. He's 82 years old.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. He's strong. He's fantastic. His brain is awesome, man. I mean, he drives all over Texas, dude. You know what I mean? So if you're 30 or 40, don't wait till you're 50 or 60. You know, go make that call and start working on your health and have that plan and be checked up. And then if anything happens to you, you find it early, you know, and that's the good part about it. Dr. T's Primary Care for Men, hormone replacement therapy, that's testosterone. And if you want a little more action in the bedroom, they'll get you what you need to do that and not have any side effects, yeah? It'll be just like heaven. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Rock, I think you're going to live forever, and I'm going to tell you why.
Uh-oh. Here
With
it
that-
goes.
with
The
that-
wind chimes.
With advances in medical science, you know, and with what we just saw today, Elon Musk now has 7 people with the Neuralink, you know, on their brain. And what is that? What is that,
Yeah.
you know, going to do for you? That's going to do a lot of things. You know, it's going to, like, you know, people that can't see are going to be able to see again. You know, people that couldn't move an arm can move that arm again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, there's also the nanobots that they're thinking of putting together, where they put the nanobots in your bloodstream and they keep your body healthy.
That's the other one I saw.
Anything happens in your system that's foreign, like a tumor or something, the nanobots go and attack it.
You're gonna
destroy
be
it
able,
immediately.
You're gonna be able to know that you're gonna get sick before you get sick.
Rock, you
Wow.
might as well cue up the theme song for the $6 Million Man, because we're going to start to achieve something that has never been done before.
Yikes.
As we walk through society and interact with other people, we're going to hear a soundtrack. And I didn't expect all this. But we are going to be interacting with cybernetic individuals
Yes.
that should have passed away. Oh, there we go.
The human being whose original human parts have had to be. Man, this is a long intro, bro.
I think you got the extended intro. This man was once.
Is this even it? I don't think that's it. It's this one, right?
Well, the original intro
This
had.
is where he's running.
Yeah, this is where he's running. Well, we needed the one where he's talking like Steve Austin, a man barely alive.
Let's see. All right.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
I loved this show when I was a kid.
It was.
Lee Majors.
I would watch it in Spanish in El Canal
Oh yeah,
5.
really, yeah.
And he had the hottest wife, Farrah Fawcett, dude,
They were married for 1 year,
from Corpus Christi.
and she got the bionic part.
Hey.
Wow, where's the one that says we can rebuild them?
I
This
don't
is
know.
like a wapango.
The
This is where he's running, dude.
It's like a tribal.
just type in original intro, $6 Million Man.
60 miles an hour.
But yet they're showing it in super slow motion.
Yeah. Man, I guess.
And the sides are like
Oh my god.
everything's passing really fast.
Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive.
Oh my word.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic
Man. Better.
Steve Austin
Will be that.
be that man. Better than he was before.
Faster.
Better, stronger, faster.
Oi. Bro, I used to have that toy, man, when I was a kid.
Chaz knows the whole
I
script.
still have it
the
to
whole
this
dialogue.
day.
Yeah.
So
She's
that's
like-
what the future is gonna be like.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Shout out to Aurelio Perez, who is half bionic as of right now.
What?
You know, the toy was about this big, the figure, and there was a hole in the back of the head, and you could look through the hole in the back of the
No,
head.
you could see.
And it
through
was like magnifying glass,
Yeah.
so you could be like because he had one eye that was like
Bionic.
bionic, and it could see real far, dude.
Chaz, do you have that toy?
And then no, check this out. So he had like
Of
skin,
course.
right? And it was rubber, so you could pull the rubber back, and you could see all the bionics in his arm, dude, and his legs, dude.
And there
man,
was
toys
a
back then were more
Está bruto,
badass.
carnal, pinche toy ese,
the
carnal.
button. There was a button on this, and you squeezed it,
Uh-huh.
and he would like grip,
Yeah.
I can see.
like his bionic grip.
Oh,
And
wow.
then they did a series with the $6 million man. Y estaba Bigfoot, carnal. He was fighting Bigfoot, and the guy that was Bigfoot was Andre the Giant,
Oh
the
shit.
wrestler.
And Lee Majors told a story that in the script it said Bigfoot jumps on top of Steve Austin, the character, and he was like, "Oh my god, like how are we gonna pull this off? You know, that's crazy." And they get set up, and it was like, "Are we gonna get a stuntman? Like what the hell?" But he doesn't say anything. And they go, "All right, everyone, and action!" And you know he pushes him down. Andre the Giant, who's a wrestler, jumps on him, and Lee Majors said, "I didn't feel a thing."
Wow.
Because Andre knew exactly
How to fall.
how to land.
Yeah, because they have to cup it. You have
Yeah,
to cup it.
yeah, and he had the fur, and so Lee Majors was like, "Wow, I couldn't believe how real it looked and how professional Andre was."
Did you know that Lee Majors was a stuntman as well?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No,
I saw a documentary on him, and he was a stuntman, and that's why after $6 Million Man's, he had the Fall Guy,
Oh,
and it was
okay.
like a huge freaking success. And he knew all about it. You know, he knew how to act as a stuntman because he had been a stuntman.
Interesting.
in Hollywood.
I didn't know that. Do you remember that show, Jax? He had a big 4x4.
Yeah,
Well,
estaba bruta
not
la
the kind
troquita.
to kiss and tell.
I don't remember that one, but I remember Andre the Giant doing a lot of fucking movies and drinking over 100 beers.
Oh yeah, it never affected him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
I remember seeing a picture of him drinking beer in the little can. It looks like those Coke minis.
yeah.
In his manota.
Yeah, yeah,
Y tiene un chingo de cans en el piso tiradas.
yeah. Now that guy could drink a whole keg.
Hell yeah.
Here's Lee Major's other show, The Fall Guy.
Yeah.
But somehow they just don't.
I wonder if anybody out there that's watching remembers these, man.
I'm sure that
Because this was like one of the most popular shows in the early 80s.
it was on Wednesday
It
nights.
was on Wednesday nights.
How about Knight Rider? Did you guys like Knight Rider?
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I love Knight Rider.
That theme song, classic.
Classic. I love when he jumped on the train.
Yeah, let me see. I got it right.
don't know.
The intro when he jumps into
Oh.
the train.
Well, this is a remix. Oh, here it is. This should be the one.
Yes, Knight Rider.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah, Missy Elliott, man. She did a rap with this song. Right?
Oh, did she?
Yeah, with this theme.
David Hasselhoff came to the Valley.
Yeah, he's like 100 years old, right? Or something.
Is he really?
And he still
but it-
gets it.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
the
God.
plastic in his face is only 20.
Did you go meet him at the comic place?
No, I was in a line for the Star Trek people.
Oh.
And the Sons of Anarchy.
Está Star Trek, people. Está en la línea con todos los datos con pointy ears.
Get out of the way, Hasselhoff. We have things to do. Get out of here, Romulan.
Dude, Knight Rider was huge, dude. And then that guy went from Knight Rider to Baywatch, bro.
Baywatch was amazing.
And then he was like a pop artist, but he down here in the US he wasn't shit, but he
In Russia?
Europe, yeah, he was like the biggest thing, right? In Japan and
Germany.
shit.
Germany,
Germany,
yeah.
Hasselhoff was the white Michael Jackson
Yeah,
Yes.
man. That's crazy.
without the
dude.
dance.
He's like Elvis over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to thank Rodee's Country Fried Chicken, man. Chihuahua, muchas gracias, Rodee's Country Fried Chicken.
Woo!
He's going to be down this weekend. He said he's going to be in at the island to check out the show. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, so he says he's coming down. He's going to be hanging out. And we also have some friends from San Antonio that are coming to the island.
Yes,
they're
they'll
going to
be
be
here
staying at
too.
Port Isabel. Gilbert and his family. And we're looking forward to that. But man, look, when you go to Rodee's over there in Eagle Pass, that's just un dinner pack bruto, así da. Man, I'm getting hungry just watching that video. Those fries are amazing. And those chicken tenders are huge. You gotta have that biscuit. El panecito está bruto, ¿verdad?
Yes.
El panecito se está con madre. I love that stuff. That's Rodee's Country Fried Chicken, man. I'm looking forward to seeing them down here in the Rio Grande Valley. Also, we want to thank Solid Ironworks, Freddy and Guajardo, and all the rest of the guys, Rolo from Custom Solid Ironworks. They do the 2-tier custom portable grill. I mean, absolutely fantastic. These guys can do anything for you. And we had a great time with them at Freedom Fest. Se puso con madre in Freedom Fest. Freddy, they had a barbecue cook-off contest.
Yes.
And the awards were like a pit with Freedom Fest on them. I have some pictures. I'm going to post them on my social media, ladies and gentlemen, so you can check them out. But Freedom Fest was fun as hell, bro.
So much fun, yo.
It was great. I mean, we've got a video of it. They had a taco eating contest. Look at the size of that taco, bro.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot of fun.
Damn.
And these three guys, Ernesto Garza. Ernesto Garza. And then you have Mia 22, that's Mariano. And then Solido, man, these guys put on a hell of a show, man. And then you had Eliseo Robles Jr. y el grupo La Leyenda that closed the show out. And man, I tell you, I'd never seen La Leyenda before. I'd heard their music and everything, but they put on a great show. The music was great, and they did some cumbias, and Rally was waiting for her song, you
Yes.
know. The name of the song is, what was the name of it, baby?
Algo en ti.
Algo en ti.
Ay, algo en ti.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's his voice.
Cinco sentidos.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah, the fireworks were just amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody that went to the show there in Stark County, Rio Grande, this past Saturday, I'm sure you had a great time.
came up to us and said hi and wanted pictures and stuff. Shout out to everyone in
Big
Rio Grande
time.
City.
Big type, bro. We got fans that are like big fans of the show. It's great.
Hay algo en ti que me anula los 5 sentidos.
¿Te acuerdas la rola esta, Jack?
Oh, ya en la troquita dando la vuelta. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, yeah.
Hay algo en ti que estimula la ternura de un niño que vive en mí, que vive en
Y
mí.
está bien buff aquel vato, el
I
Cheo
know
Junior,
his cut
carnal.
off shirt and
Oye,
everything. I was
sí.
like, whoa.
Let me just say, I don't want to cause any controversy or anything, but he's the one that got caught with that porno video,
el
right?
El sex
El
tape.
sex tape con esa ruca que estaba en la news, right?
Ajá, en Monterrey.
Damn,
Yeah,
that
dude.
shit went viral.
Dude, and I was telling
Back in
Rolo,
the day.
Rolo and Ben were here last week, right? From Solido. And,
my.
and I brought it up, right? I brought it up. And you were here with us, right, Chaz?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what, dude? As a matter of fact, that's like the first original sex tape that went like kind of viral on the internet.
Pre-Paris Hilton.
Yeah, because like 12 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, wasn't it?
It was a while
It was
back.
like 20 years ago, I think, bro.
No, I don't think it was that long ago, was it?
I think
It
it
was a long
was.
time ago, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's
Google it, Jack.
I'll Google it right now.
When was the sex tape?
Wait a minute, this is not the video I was looking for.
Águila, ten cuidado, no te va a picar un ojo ahí.
Le dicen el caballo. Le dicen el caballo.
El vato está bien. He's buff, and then he had some bell bottoms
Oh, my.
with the pockets in the front of the pants that look like the back pockets. Have you ever seen those
No,
pants?
I haven't.
They're like old school 70s style.
Yeah, they were really nice jeans.
They're like 70s style, man. So the dude, and then he had his cowboy hat cut off like you know how you cut it off
T-shirt.
halfway in, and but the guy didn't have one single tattoo, man. He's just buff, and you know.
Okay, it happened in
up.
2020. It says here.
Really?
What? No
Yeah.
way, dude. It wasn't during
No.
COVID, bro. Hell no. That
No,
had
it's
to be.
before.
I think
That was the
I think like 2015, maybe.
I
that was
26.
high definition.
Oh no, yeah.
I was working at
yeah.
¿Qué pasa?
2014. I'm sorry, 2014.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, guys.
I wasn't at ¿Qué pasa? I was at 294 already.
That's still like a good, what, 11 years?
Apenas estaba empezando YouTube. YouTube empezó como 2009, algo así. And then, but back then se pasaban muchas cosas por el Facebook y todo ese jale. Facebook was barely starting out. They used to let a lot of stuff happen on YouTube and Facebook until everybody started, until they
Si lo
started.
pusieron en
editing, yeah.
Facebook. Ese, I remember it was on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The unedited version.
Yeah. Back when they wouldn't like tell you shit.
Yeah. No, se avientaron, bro. The accordion player saca la daga a todos.
I've seen them live. I've seen La Leyenda live. I'm a big fan. I love La Leyenda. I think they play amazing. I saw them once in Westlaco, ¿cómo se llaman donde están las pinches los fairgrounds? ¿Cómo se llaman?
In Westlaco or Mercedes?
Mercedes.
No,
I am
Livestock Show.
Livestock Show.
Simón.
They were playing in the livestock show. I saw him there, and they blew my mind off. Like, and his dad, que creo que ya falleció, right?
No,
No, not yet.
No, that's not his dad. Okay, I know-
Eliseo Robles is his dad.
Okay.
Él cantaba con Ramón Ayala.
Okay, bueno, he came up to play with him, and it was like a once in like I was like, what the fuck? Like he came up to play with him, and it was amazing seeing them both together. I mean, I was
It's crazy, dude.
As a
Like-
fan, you know, like seeing him play with his dad, like it was badass.
And the way that the second generation, the son sounds like the dad, you know? And
Yeah,
then
that's crazy.
Same thing with el de Los Herederos.
Lalo
bro.
Mora.
Lalo Mora Jr.
Yeah,
También. I mean, you have all these singers.
they have the voice, but they have their own style. Es como Alejandro Fernández, you know, like he's got like the voice, but in his style.
Sí.
You know, he doesn't sound exactly like Vicente.
And then
I
the
think
guys,
that's
Luis
great,
and,
you know.
the guys Luis and Julian, remember? They sound like their dad.
Oh, yeah. Luis and Julian. I ran into one of them there at the DMV here at the transportation, Texas Transport place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, me
Te
and my
parece,
dad,
right?
dude, me and my dad were just watching videos
Yeah.
of you guys on the show, man, on YouTube, and then me and dad run into him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You manifested
Yeah.
it.
And you know
that's true.
what other two sound a lot like Carlos y Jose Jr., bro? Have
Oh,
you ever
really?
heard those guys?
No, I've never heard them.
Carlos y Jose Jr., they sound just like Carlos y Jose, bro.
No, I haven't heard them.
And they're tiny dudes, but man, these guys, vato,
The ones that don't sound like their parents are the Beatles, no? Los hijos de los Beatles, that they got back together again.
Julian Lennon or
Sí, todos esos güeyes. Pero el hijo de Paul McCartney, god damn, bro, se mira mal ese vato. He looks like
albino?
like a Chester.
a ver,
Está bien feo el vato.
¿Quién?
El hijo de Paul
Los
McCartney.
grandes corridos verdaderos de los pueblos de Nuevo León, desde Linares
Dice
hasta Bravo,
Carlos y José
desde
Jr.
Cerralbo hasta Doctor Arroyo,
Vámonos.
a cómo ha corrido la sangre.
Puro relapse music, carnal.
Saca el tequila.
Oiga,
Saca la de Bucanas.
este show va a estar hasta las 5 de la mañana, carnal.
Oye, ¿dónde están las Budweiser Zero? Chinga, madre, perdí una de esas.
Ahí están en la refrigeradora, carnal.
Te perdí una de esas, oye, porque chinga. Con
Como
esa
la que se
music.
pisteó Wally González.
Dirá general, pa' los trompos son las cuerdas. Sé que me mando a llamar pa' liquidarle unas cuentas. Usted paga por matar y yo le cobro las deudas.
Voy a prender el bote, papá, con esta música, carnal.
Ve, cállate, saca el fentanyl.
So Carlos y José Jr., look at that. They sound like Carlos y José too, bro. I mean, it's like they emulate their fathers and stuff, or their grandfathers or whatever. I think one of them's like the grandson
I
or
think it's a
something.
grandson, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's always like a niño that's like 12 years old playing the drums, right? Like in
Yes.
those bands, there's always a little niño
a
playing the drums.
child, child labor.
A ver, let me get this one. ¿Cómo se llamaba la de los herederos, babe?
Morena, morenita.
Linda morenita, morenita. Yeah. A ver. We're just jamming, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all.
Shout out to everyone that's on the chat. What's up?
Saludos.
Hasta esta. This is Lalo Mora, son. He sounds a lot like his dad.
I used to sing this song a lot back in the day.
Shit, yeah, it's a big hit, bro. 2008, 2006, por ahí. 2005.
Ajá. Morena, morenita, morena de ojos negros, regálame un besito, siquiera pa' recuerdo. Fácil. Morena, morenita, morena encantadora, regálame un besito, porque me voy ahora.
Me and my wife would dance this stuff all night.
Puras vueltas, Dad.
Yeah. Ya que va para Dr. T's otra vez, carnal.
Oh my God.
Si volveré, recuerdos de una ingrata que en mi alma llevaré, porque me voy, no sé si volveré.
Nomás me acuerdo, chinga.
Andamos bien recio, carnal. Andamos bien fuerte, bien recio y nada los paraba.
Bien chukis de a madre. Bien chuki.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Chorizo de HH, man. These guys have been supporting us for a long time. Libo Hinojosa. And we have this video of Primo Cheo. Because Cheo, he's a cook. I mean, he's one of these guys ahí en el rancho de la reserva que tiene en el programa del Ladies and Gentlemen. Follow him. Las aventuras de Primo Cheo. So he came on the show. We invited him a while back, and he was very appreciative about it. And he brought us a nice big, ¿cómo se dice? Molcajete, ¿verdad?
Molcajete.
And we gave him a lot of little gifts también. Hasta para el perrito le dimos, ¿verdad?
Yes, we gave his doggy gifts.
And he
too.
was so appreciative. And so he sees our show, you know, he watches it, and we kept talking about Chorizo HH. So he had to go try it out himself. And this is what happened. Check it out.
Vamos a hacer un choriqueso a las brasas y queremos algo rápido, raza. Y este es un proceso rapidito pero sabroso. Los ingredientes que tenemos para esta botanita que nos vamos a aventar. Tenemos, mire, chilito del monte, ese no puede fallar. Chile del monte. Tenemos la sal, tenemos el tomatito, quesito Oaxaca. Y para un rico choriqueso, raza, no puede faltar el chorizo H&H. Aquí tenemos, vamos a usar 2 pecatitos nomás de H&H, tenemos 3. Pero mañana lo vamos a remangar con unos huevitos para almorzar con unas tortitas de harina. Y hoy mi compadre Jay porque tenemos una hambre bruta.
So, can you imagine how that tasted after he
my
was
God,
done with it?
They're gonna have to go watch the video to find out.
3 paquetes de chorizo, papa.
No, hombre,
HH.
cállate.
You find them at HEB if Cheo hasn't been there yet. I guess,
I've never seen him with a table. I feel like he's moving on up.
He's moving on up.
All
yeah.
he did was cut a tree and put some of the stumps and put unos 2x4s ahí arriba.
boom, table.
Papá, asústame. Ahí, a un ranchero nunca se le cerra el mundo, carnal. ¿Verdad? So, ladies and gentlemen, una poquita de polka aquí,
Una cumbita.
una cumbia.
Una cumbia vallenata.
So, I went and got some boots, dude.
A ver, chiflado, chiflado.
Yeah, he wants to show him off. He wants
Mira,
to show him
let me
off.
tell you, my jefito, el diamante, cada vez que viene de San Antonio para el Valle, no quiere ir para un restaurante, no quiere ir para la isla, no quiere que lo lleve para Don Juan Boots.
Wow.
That's like his favorite, right, babe?
Yeah, that's his favorite place
I
to
mean,
go.
no falla, bro. We'll be sitting here. Hey, vamos para Don Juan.
Well,
¿Y qué le gusta?
how old has that place been open?
It's been open quite a while
Yeah, I
already.
don't remember.
¿Y qué le gusta de los botines o qué le gustan a él? Porque
Well,
he wears like botines or
No,
something like that, right?
He has them. They make him his personal boots. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I like boots, but I don't like your traditional pointy boots or
Yeah.
the big, thick, front end, right? Que está bien chata. I like biker boots. So, a while back, about 7 years ago, I asked him to make me some of rattlesnake. So he made me these. Right? Check it out.
Wait, pick up. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Those are 7 years old?
No. Oh yeah, these are about
Yeah,
7
those
years
are.
old.
Yeah, those are about
Yeah,
7 years
look,
old.
look at the tip, bro.
Tan badass.
I rode all over the state with my Harley in them.
Pero for being
Right.
snake boots, they're in really good condition porque snake boots de volada se mandan a la jodida.
I wanted a new pair, pero it's hard to come up with the skin, dude. It's hard finding this skin. So, but these are like, man, they fit great. I'd wear them on stage. So I said, you know what? I need to make some new biker boots. So I told my dad, ¿sabes qué? Vamos para ahí. And he ordered some boots. He wanted the boots that had like a wing tip. Remember those urban cowboy boots that they were like beige and then they had a brown tip?
It was a
Yeah.
like a copper tip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it was brown.
cream.
Uh-huh.
It was cream, and then like a.
Everybody was
They were
wearing
super
those.
popular,
Yeah,
yeah.
back in the early 80s, everybody was wearing
Everybody
those
had that boot.
So when my dad said wing tip, that's what I said, okay, he wants something like the John Travolta boot back from Urban Cowboy. So they made it for him. And I said, ¿sabes qué? Ordenan unas botas también. So I ordered 2 different biker boots. The first one was Cayman.
I love that one.
So
I love the
look
color.
you see the tip?
nude.
You see the tip? It's biker.
Straight from Alligator
Yeah.
Alcatraz.
Look at that, man. Is that a beautiful boot or
It
what,
is
dude?
Very
pretty.
nice color.
It's gonna look good on my Harley Davidson, vato. Fuck yeah, dude. Watcha? Look at that, man. Well done. Got the belt, the buckle. Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy another pair.
I know. And then he tells me I shouldn't buy 2
I
pairs.
know, right? He's real.
This
So
guy.
Condescending.
there's this real popular skin. That's a fish skin. What's it called again, man?
Pirarucu.
Pirarucu.
Sea bass.
Sea bass. Son de catfish.
Son de Catanda.
Son de catfish, carnal.
Son del
So,
canal.
I said, you know me, I like to have that, like, something that nobody fucking has.
Exotic.
Like,
He wanted an exotic
Mamon.
hide.
Yo quiero-
AKA that.
I have to be unique, güey. You know.
An exotic.
O como diría Raymond Horta, mamón exótico.
Sí.
There you go. There you go.
Yo quiero que la gente mire, o vatos miren mi bota y diga, chinga, yo quiero unas pinches botas así.
Yeah, pinche sea bass.
Pinche
vato.
rack con lo que salió. Mira, check this out, man. That's an amazing bike.
Damn.
Hasta le
Yeah.
puso un poquito de ahí de la skin
Yep.
aquí también.
Speckled trout.
And I could have actually,
Very well
put my
crafted.
name on it or done something with it. But look, man, look at this.
Mira las de puro macro.
I don't know if any of you like this type of tip, but this is the biker boot
Yeah.
tip.
I love those, man.
Those are really
so
nice.
I had a vision that a boot with this type of skin would have looked amazing. And
I had a vision.
I had a dream.
I was elevated in the sky.
So,
Yeah, just FYI, this is one of the world's largest freshwater fish. So it's very exotic.
See?
Just so you know.
Rock was meditating one day and he was like,
Right.
"Oh, I see a vision of a boot."
Right.
so
How do you say the fish in English?
Pirarucu.
Piraruco.
Pirarucu.
Okay, let's get down. Let's
Wait,
get serious
are you
now.
trying to say Punta Trucha?
Cara de lechuza.
Let's get serious now. No, for real. Like, I know about skins, and these are very fucking, like, they're very hard to find. Like, honestly, like, people order these and they wait months to get theirs because the skin is very hard to come by. So, like, you're lucky to have yours,
Well,
Rock.
I went to his store.
Oh, here's the fish.
It took a month to get it because it was custom.
Well, this one they took about a
handcrafted.
month and a half.
Oh, that's cool. They had
But
it
it says
then.
they're endangered species
Oh boy.
and that wearing them. I'm just BSing.
What does it say? What does it say
Well,
about
it
the
just
fish?
says that to wear them is to putting signing your own death warrant. Well, check this out. Check out this fish of this pirarucu. Check this out.
So is that the fish?
Right here.
That's a big fish.
I just said it's one of the largest
shit, that
freshwater
is
fish in the
big.
world.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have
Look at
got a
that.
whole suit.
That fish is
Unos
just
pants, Dad?
that,
I know.
Well, that fish is just one of my boots.
Ay, bien, pato.
I told them, you kill one fish per foot.
I want the front part, la cara. Quiero la
And
cara.
then kill another one just for the hell of it.
What a fish fry, no? So anyway, he has an amazing line of his own personal boots. They're called Johnny B. And if you look at the screen, ladies and gentlemen, check out these boots. They're just absolutely amazing. They got plenty of boots there that as you can see, ¿verdad? But he's got that special. And you know what? Check out the last boot right here. It's got some of that piraruco right there.
Pirarucu.
Well, that's what I said. Now this is the Johnny B boot, and I'm telling you, they're $179 to $189 depending which style you want. But right now you can get two for $249.99. So that's two pairs for less than $300. So you can go in there and get yourself two pairs of boots of the Johnny B styles, and it's Don Juan's own in-house style, built with rugged rubber soles and available in a variety of colors. And it's all part of the super summer sale they're having. So make sure to move fast. They're open on Sundays 11 to 4. A lot of people, they have to work all week, and then on Saturdays it's family time. Look at these boots. They're super nice. But these are all the Johnny B styles that are normally $179.99 to $189.99. Just two for $249.99. Okay, so you're getting a great deal on the boots. And then look at the law enforcement boots. If you're a DPS guy, I know we have a lot of fans that are law enforcement. They'll put your patch on the
Those
boot.
look beautiful.
I mean, this is styling and profiling.
Un saludo
buddy.
para mi primo Charlie y para mi prima Iris, que son que andan en la calle, son cops. Un saludo para ellos, para que vayan a comprar ahí, mira.
Whether
Están
you're
brutas.
dropping off repairs or picking up a finished pair, Don Juan Boots and Far has you covered. Check out the Johnny B collection and all the full lineup of exotic boots on their website, donjuanboots.com. Okay, donjuanboots.com. And you can give them a call, 956-781-3194. Don Juan Boots in Far, Texas. They got you covered, man. The Johnny B style, you get two for about, they're selling como $130, $125 each if they're under, you know what I mean? If they're under $300.
I went the other
They're
day.
about 140 each. You did?
Yeah, and I bought a cowboy hat, man. They treated me really well. Like, I was looking for a hat for a party, and they found me a badass white cowboy hat that I was looking for.
Of Pirarucho?
No, just a normal straw hat, pero estaba con madre.
No, they got a lot of hats there.
And they have, like, different ranges.
vests,
They have
yeah.
And Don
No,
Juan.
belts and vests, everything to match.
belts, vests, buckles.
And they can make you stuff. They can make you a hat. They can make you a boots. They can make you whatever you want to your specifications, and they'll do it for you. They're fantastic. Don Juan.
The website is really, really nice. It's, you know, they can go on there and check out all the boots and hats that they have on. But of course, you know, visiting the store is a lot better.
Yeah, I like going there.
Yeah, you'll be able to see
The smell.
everything.
Don't you smell the leather? Like, I'm buying something.
Have you been to the back? They took me to the back to the little factory. Have you been to the back?
Yeah, because they have a big like walk-in closet
Chingo de
skins
pieles
everywhere.
Yes,
and
all
so
colors.
I was able to, you know what, make me some boots from that and make me some. So I was able to see the skin
Visualize
that I wanted to, and I could visualize the boots. You know,
You guys went into the special vault.
yeah,
Yikes.
no, hombre, bro,
It's another.
the smell. Yeah,
Yes.
you walk in there, it smells like leather, and it's awesome. man.
Huele a puro picaruco. ¿Cómo se llama?
Yeah, Pirarucu.
Piraruco,
Sal limón.
pica qué? Pica qué?
Huele a puro picacucu.
Pica culo.
Oh my God.
I used to play that in school.
Ladies,
I used to play that.
it's a man thing, right? Grab ass, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everybody
Good
would get against
old-fashioned-
everybody would get against the wall, right, Charlie? Remember? Everybody get against
Yeah.
the wall. A mí no me lo van a picar.
El Tejano Bob, ¿te acuerdas del Tejano Bob?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we worked with a guy at the radio station. Like you'd be recording a commercial. So come on by to Bird Ogden. Literally just squeeze your butt cheek
Yeah,
as much as humanly possible, and you trying to read the commercial.
Che vato.
That was before all the sexual harassment bullshit and all that.
Oh, man, I hate that. All
Well,
that
I mean,
shit.
it's not bullshit, but you know, it's good to be.
No, I mean, I hate not that much. Fuck sexual harassment. No, what I hate is cancel culture. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's what I hate.
yeah.
But Rock, didn't he only sexually harass the males? That's what I remember.
It was like a boy thing, you know. I mean, it's like a man thing, right? I mean, men
Yeah.
grabbing ass is like a game or something.
Grab ass.
Yeah, but you got to be careful who you do that with, man, because they'll knock your shit out of you, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Now they will.
Yeah, pero pinche bata pesada, Tejano Baba, tú estás pesada.
Hi, Tejano Bob.
Always had a handful.
I remember my camaradas would be talking on the phone with the rucas. No, sí, chiquita que la chinga. And I'll just go through the side and go, ah. You remember doing that shit to your homeboys? Everybody did that shit. Ah.
What are you doing? What's that? Imagínate, babe, if I was talking to you and he does that.
You would be in trouble.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the Mayor Richard Molina as well, because the campaign for Richard Molina for Mayor of Edinburg, he's going to have this Friday. He's going to be part of something big. They're meeting at Richard R. Flores Stadium, 1800 South Stadium in Edinburg at 5 o'clock p.m. They're going to take a group photo for Richard Molina for mayor. They'll give you a shirt. You just have to call them and tell them what size you want. 956-605-6107. Send them your shirt size and the number of people attending. Kids and adults are all welcome. Shirt sizes must be turned in by Thursday at 5 p.m. They'll have chicken fajita tacos will be served for everyone who participates. Be a part of history and the movement. It's the campaign to elect Richard Molina for mayor of Edinburg. They're going to do something big Friday. That's 4th of July, 5 o'clock p.m. Meet out at the stadium. We're going to go out and hang out with them, babe. So we got to.
Yes.
I already gave him our shirt sizes so we can go hang out.
Oye, Dad, I'm so happy that he found his trailer, you know, se lo habían robado,
For
right?
real, dude. I was like,
What
he
the
was,
hell?
Well, he was gonna have the chicken plate sale this past Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. And we were pushing it last week because, of course, he's advertising with us here, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of our sponsors. Mm-hmm. So we were pushing it, and then like 3 days before Saturday, or right after the show on Thursday, I think. He comes out on a video saying that they stole his trailer. It's like a barbecue trailer. It's been in the family forever. It says Molina, on it. And then they stole it, dude. And
That's crazy.
so he made a video. The video went all over. And some citizens saw it in the backyard of some house in Palmview, Texas.
Wow.
Interesting.
So they took a picture of it and put it on social media, and then they went there and he recovered his trailer.
Pero ¿qué le habrán hecho a la raza? Because what the hell, man?
Well, the guy, it was a dude, right? And he got picked up the next day for like attempted murder or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's what Molina was telling me. I'm not really too sure on it.
my.
But
so that's why we say allegedly.
so by the time he went to go get his trailer, right, the guy wasn't there because he was locked up
Oh,
or something like that. But you gotta be careful, man. You know, people are out there just looking to steal and shit. You know, you gotta keep your shit.
And that's a huge thing to steal, man.
Oiga, póngale Apple AirTags a las cosas.
Yeah,
Apple
that's true.
AirTags, dude.
And he had cameras there in the lot where he had all his stuff, and they moved the cameras and
bastards.
So they know what they're doing, man. But you got to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. And so it's going to be Friday at 5:00 at the stadium. So make sure to go out there. If you have any questions, just call 956-605-6107. You know, free chicken fajita tacos, and you know, you get a shirt, a couple of shirts. Your whole family will be decked out if you want, and they're going to take a big aerial picture with a drone. So. Make sure to go by there if you want to support Richard Molina, okay?
God bless Richard Molina. Woo!
All right, so there's a lot of things going on this weekend, and the one I'm really looking forward to checking out is, all the shows, ¿verdad? But Thursday night, man, here we go. Here we go. This is the one I want to check out.
Yeah.
Jay Perez. He texted me.
¿Qué te dijo dad?
It was crazy because we went to the Rem Herrera wedding, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. And he was kind of upset the last time he called me with me because of that interview that I did with David Lee Garza. David Lee said something a little disparaging about the time they were going to go perform at the Johnny Canales show, and but I bleeped out the word that David Lee said, but still people could see what the fuck he was saying, right? Mm-hmm. And so he calls me up and he says, "Man, you need to take that off, bro. Take that off." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" "That the interview with David Lee, man, it's getting me pissed off. There's people just going off on me, bro. You need to, if you could do me that favor." And I was like, "Well, send me the link. I don't know what you're talking about." So he sent me the link, and it was a TikTok video on somebody else's TikTok. They had screen recorded my interview and they put it up as their content.
Mm-hmm. So you had no admin rights.
I had no admin rights, and I couldn't take it down. Mm-hmm. And so I called them. I said, "Dude, so I looked into it, and there were people talking shit, right? Now, that's what they do. That's what social media is.
Yeah.
It's just people talking shit most of the time.
Right.
And they're usually very heavy and diabetic.
It's 80% talking shit, and it's 20% prayers and, and congratulations and happy birthday.
It's usually people that don't have a profile picture. Es una picture de otra cosa, right? They never show their face.
I mean, they haven't accomplished anything. Well, and they're the most critical.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Hey, but it's social media, right? So, but then I saw that his camp was responding to these people.
Shots fired. Yeah.
So I told him, "Hey, dude, don't even respond. Just let them go on their own bullshit. Don't respond." But I can't take it down, Jay. It's not my account. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what happened after that. So I think him and his old lady probably got mad at me or something about that, But, I had no control over it. And I kind of felt that they were upset about it.
So you felt the animosity.
So when I saw him there, I kind of felt,
At the wedding.
At the beginning, I went and shook his hand and I said hi and everything. And, it was like real, kind of a serious tone. You know what I mean? So, I went, "Hey, because his table was right next to us, right?
It was
right next to us.
Yep.
There at Ram's wedding. And so then I was walking to go talk with Bumper from Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Mm-hmm. He wanted me to go talk to his producer and meet him and stuff like that. So I got up and he stopped me.
Oye, Dad, había un chingo de figures del Tejano World ahí, ¿verdad?
It was a lot of fun, man. It was a beautiful wedding.
It was like Planet Hollywood Tejano stuff.
And
I know.
And I want to have Ram and his wife here, just to hang out with them and get everybody to know.
Sing that Gino
Pick their
Vanelli
brains.
song.
Yeah. And I want him to sing Gino Vanelli again, bro, on the show. And I was like, first of all, I was kind of surprised that Ram had actually reached out personally to me because he's not the type to call people and shit like that. And he personally invited me and my wife to the wedding. I was like, great, man, we'll go for sure, you know. So we made.
So you show up and he goes, "Here's the catering outfit I want you to wear."
Yeah. So, and it was really cool because Jay and Ram got on stage and sang Entre Cantina Cantina together. I mean, when were you ever going to see that?
I saw that video. That was crazy. Their voices are amazing.
So anyway, when I got up to go towards, I had to pass the table, and they were all standing at the table there, Jay, and Jay stops me, he grabs my arm and goes, "Hey, man, Rock, I want to take a picture with you, bro." I said, "Órale, carnal, hell yeah, bro, there we go, órale." So we took a picture together, and you know, and it was really cool. And then he just texted me about the show tomorrow night, and he said, "Hey," he sent me the schedule, and it's us. And he goes, "I'm finally gonna get to check out your band, bro." I'm like, "Hey," and I haven't seen you guys in a minute, bro. So we're gonna have a great time. Put that poster up again, babe. It's gonna be an amazing show, and I hope to have Jay on the show. I think he's, you know, because a friend of mine or fan of ours ran into him in San Antonio and asked him about being on the show. And he said, well, you know, it's got to be, you know, the questions, everything's got to be like prepared. But
Pre-approved.
Yeah, I think if Jay does come, man, we'll have an amazing time just, you know, talking about his music, his career, and his history, because I mean the guy is an amazing talent. He's
People
one of
are
the
afraid
great-
that it's going to be a negative thing, and it's never negative.
And even when it does turn to a little drama that's happened in the past or whatever, we kind of like squash it, and that's it. We move forward. You know what I mean? So, but either way, man, hopefully se anime Jay a venir para el programa, and I know he's playing Sunday también I am Brownsville at the Broken Sprocket, where we'll be on August 9th, so it should be cool, and it'll be great, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, tomorrow, Bobby, I'm going to take a picture with Lucky, Bobby, and Jay all together. You know, we're going to be all together tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome, and it's an absolutely free event for the whole family, so make sure to go out and check it out. Independence Day block party. And then on Saturday, once again, the Red, White, and Beach concert, Los Lonely Boys, and Whiskey D, Cameron County Amphitheater, South Padre Island. Tixplug.com is where you get the tickets, and right now they're 2 for 1. So you want to get 2 tickets for the price of 1 ticket, you can get them today, tomorrow, and Friday, okay? And then San Benito is just
on fire.
Dude, that's Charlie's hometown.
Woo!
San Bene.
Isn't it interesting that we know 2 Charlies from San Benito? Charlie Corona and Charlie Crockett.
Right. One very handsome and the other Charlie Crockett.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's I'm happy they're trying to turn and do something different, you know?
Did you see Charlie Crockett on the Joe Rogan show, on the Joe Rogan podcast?
No, did you?
I did.
I've seen some clips, man.
And what did he say? Anything totally?
Dude, he talks
was
about
awesome.
everything. His brother, he said, my brother was always a hustler, you know, since we were kids. And I remember one time he would sell newspapers from door to door.
I saw that clip. Yeah.
So he
in the head, he had a cast.
He had a cast. He had a broken arm. So he took me just so they can have sympathy and buy the paper. You know what I mean? So he knew how to work the people. You know what I mean? And hustle. But very cool story, man. That guy has a good way of speaking and storytelling and all that. Charlie Crockett on Joe Rogan. I would love to have him on the show. I was hoping to, but I think after you're on Joe Rogan, why even come to us, right,
Right.
dude? I mean,
Well, I mean, we're like Joe Rogan 956. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
Well, you know, what I'm talking about is, hey, if he really wants to reach the San Benito people and all the people of that culture, I mean, that's
Right
our show.
here.
That's not Joe Rogan, dude. You know what I mean? That's us. Charlie's from San Bene. You're from Mission, McAllen, and
Mission,
Reynosa.
McAllen, Far, Edinburg, todos lados.
Yo soy de Mercedes, and my wife's from Edinburg. So, you know, we're all from around here. And I think he'd really like sitting down with us and us talking to him about his culture down here.
And you know,
Right.
you're a little bit a little worried, like, oh, what is he going to say about the Valley? But it's all just like nice things.
Because we love the Valley. We love our hometown. We love where we're from. You know, we appreciate
El
our
956,
land. You know, we're proud Valleninians. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he talks about the Valley super reminiscing in very nice terms.
Very eloquently. Very
Yeah.
eloquently. Yes.
But it'd be cool if he has any questions about the Valley. We've got the answers, dude. You know what I mean? And he has a song called The Valley, ladies and gentlemen. Look it up. And it starts with I was born in San Benito.
No, I'm from San Benito, Texas.
Yeah. The Valley, Charlie Crockett, right? Let's look it up.
Man, we appreciate the Valley. We got the best tacos in the Valley,
Here
don't
we
we?
Yeah,
I love you, Charlie.
I'm from San
Benito, Texas.
First line.
Down a dirty,
Dusty road.
there was sugar cane and
Cotton.
how I used to watch it grow. Then we moved up to Dallas.
You know, it's crazy. Like, he's a big Freddie Fender fan, man. When we saw him in concert, he put Freddie Fender like as one of the most iconic people in the music industry ever. And he was, dude, Freddie Fender.
You want to talk about 1 in a million, Freddie Fender. My God, his English wasn't even the best. And he somehow made it. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, it was
Willpower, talent, charisma, and, you know.
And luck.
And luck.
Yeah.
You go for it.
And this guy, he started up in Dallas, but he went to New Orleans, and then he started traveling the world and playing on the streets.
He was
for tips
on the streets of France.
And the subways of New York. He'd be down there in the bottom playing, and they'd be throwing money. So that's the way he was surviving. And so
that's why he learned you have to look the part, like the cowboy hat and the what do you call the rings that are
the turquoise
and all that.
Oh, I thought you want to say the ring que le echan el pase and then they go like
This dude already had a heart surgery, dude. He was very young, in his 30s.
Ken Crockett.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I was so close. I'm so close to that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you all, man. I went to the doctor recently, and yeah, I'm doing way much better because I'm actually taking care of myself. I'm dieting. I'm exercising. I'm having a lot of sex, so it's all helping. it's helping me a lot, right? So like, I went to the doctor and they told me all my
conditioning,
my blood is perfect. My vitamins, all my vitamins are perfect. Everything, my liver functions perfect. The only thing is my heart is enlarged. I have a big heart. I have a bigger heart.
Do you think all that smoking you do has anything to do with that?
No, I think it's because I took steroids when I was young. And this is serious.
What did the doctor tell you about all the smoking you do?
It is fine as long as it's.
What? He told you it's fine. What doctor would tell you it's fine to smoke?
As long as it's what they told me was as long as.
You said I could do blunts.
No, wait.
I don't know what to say.
As long as it's the real thing, it's fine. But when you go vaping and you do the synthetic stuff, that's
as long as it's the real thing, like like natural grass,
the natural stuff. Yes, that's fine, and it's a medicinal,
But it's smoke. You're putting smoke in your lungs. I don't understand.
Let him finish. He's almost done.
It's a lesser evil. You know what I mean? It's a lesser evil.
And you can't do without it?
I can't.
Why?
Because I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from traumatic stress. I have a lot of me da nervios.
You don't think that stuff gives you anxiety? Because I know that some people, like a gummy, it'll get you anxiety. Give you anxiety sometimes,
gummies. That what happens with gummies is that they come very concentrated. So a lot of THC at once gives you anxiety because of the unbalance. Now, when I have really stepped down on my usage, so that's also helping me a lot because I just use it to stay
you've slimmed down on your usage. Like what does that mean? Like only on Fridays or what?
That means that I don't do it while I'm at work. Okay. And at night I would smoke.
So in the morning you don't get up and smoke a fatty or anything like that?
No, I don't do that anymore. No, that's only when I get. Only when I'm out from work and I'm
when you don't have anything to do.
Yeah. When I'm already free and I don't have to drive.
And you don't get anxiety during the day when you're at work?
Well, yeah, I do, but I have to deal with it because I can't. You can't be under the influence.
I would think that that's kind of a side effect of getting off of stuff like that you're used to and your body's accustomed to. It'll give you anxiety. It'll give you withdrawals. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, drugs give withdrawals, right?
The thing is that
you have to take it to keep you from getting those withdrawals, so you can never stop, right?
Yeah, well, the thing for me is like I just need it for sleep. You know what I mean? If I don't use it for sleep, I won't be able to go to sleep. And that's the only thing I use it for. But other than that, like recreationally, like I used to do it like a lot. No,
Yeah.
I've changed a lot, and it's because of my health, because of my heart and everything.
So once a day or what? Like in the afternoon?
Yeah, en la
or-
noche,
when you're ready to
yeah.
relax and chill out, and you just want to like trip and just
Yeah, just to go to sleep. You know what I mean? And then and that's it. You know. When like in the past, when like I used to work at Home Depot and shit, like I traía la pluma y you know what I mean. I would go to lunch y fumaba y you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like
dude, it was an all-day thing, bro.
Yeah, but now like in my new job, like I'm, you know, I wear suits and I'm.
So the doc said that heart thing has nothing to do with all your smoking.
No, that they're still investigating with the roots of that. I still have to go to a specialist. But I went from 206 pounds to 185 pounds.
When are you going to go to the specialist?
I'm waiting for the referral. They haven't given me the referral yet. I guess.
How long have you been waiting for it?
Maybe like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, we've been waiting.
Tell
like 2
them,
weeks.
bro.
Yeah,
Like
I need
with
to call them
Changlani.
again.
I went with Changlani here. They're going. What are the specialists? What kind of heart specialist?
Yeah, heart
Is that where you're
specialist.
gonna go?
Like
Yeah.
a cardiologist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want to check. They want to monitor my heart because it's enlarged. Now it's not alarming because they said it's like a once a year checkup. So it's not like, oh, we have to check you every month because just to see what's up. No, like I'm doing very good. And my liver went from like being like all fucked up to like now it's like perfect. Like
That's good.
I'm in perfect levels.
Are you the type that when I remember smoking and I'd get the munchies, dude, and I'd eat chingos, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Do you do?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I get the munchies.
Yeah.
I eat a lot.
I would imagine when you go to the cardiologist, he's going to tell you need to stop smoking. I would imagine.
I mean,
what are you going
As
to do?
long as it's from the earth, he's fine.
he's gonna.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's fine.
I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be like. Jesus put it on earth for one reason, son, and for one reason only, for us to indulge.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, you know, like cigarettes, like regular cigarettes, it's tobacco.
Tobacco's from
It's
planet
It's
Earth?
planet Earth, también, but they do put nicotine in it or something, or does tobacco come with it?
No, they add stuff to those.
Yeah, like the menthol and all that stuff, those cigarettes. Because I've always known that, you know, cigarette smoking has a lot to do with heart disease and, you know, and heart failure and all that stuff.
Esophagus stuff.
Yeah, and COPD, right? The breathing, walking around with a tank, you know.
Oh,
with a
yeah.
nose and
Oh, my
having
gosh.
having to be able to breathe. I would imagine like losing your breath and not being able to catch your breath is like not.
That
good.
happened to me when I was with the vapes. I was like,
Well, me and Chaz, we were getting popcorn lungs.
Yeah, and I couldn't
And
believe it.
you know what? I tossed it away right away. I'm like, no way, dude. You know,
And it was right away. I mean, it didn't even take. It wasn't.
one time, and then it was like, no.
yeah, no, I mean,
Because I had COVID before, like when it first came out, I had it, and it was a mild thing, but I had it, and I was like, how can I do that if, you know, I even used to smoke cigars and stuff when I'd ride my Harley and stuff. Sometimes I'll still do that, but I was like, no way, no more smoke at all in my body, you know, my lungs.
no. My advice to people, especially like, you know, like people like in their 30s, 40s, 50s, just like, you know, don't take care of yourself first of all, but don't eat stuff with high cholesterol. Eat a lot of greens. Eat a lot of protein. Like
Fast food, dude.
Stay away from fast food. Fast food is the devil.
Once a week.
Yes, or you know, once a week is fine. Like that's fine. But man, I would used to do it all the time, and that's what
Dude,
messed me up.
that's what's killing a lot of people, man. They eat fast food 3 times a day.
You got to
bro.
have a lot of food prep. You got to get all your things ready, and nobody likes to do that.
It's like it's not really that bad. You just prepare the night before.
you just
It's
got to, you have to
you
make
just
it a
got-
habit.
You
Yeah.
got to add it into your structure. And then if you have a day where you don't have time to do it, there's places that'll sell you a couple of meals so you can compensate for what you couldn't do the night before. And that way you could do it that night. You know what I mean? So
and it's not even that hard. Like sometimes I eat sandwiches, like in my lunch and stuff. I eat it's something fresh, you know, un sandwichito con tomatito,
Un
aguacate
wrap.
y la chinga. No, hombre, está con madre. Everything fresh.
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
fresh.
well, man, I hope let us know and keep us posted on what the doc tells you about that enlarged heart you got, bro. That's
Yeah, well,
that's not good. That's dangerous.
I have a big heart. I have a big heart and I have a big liver.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's my problem now. When I took steroids back in the day, like they told me this may affect you in the future, where like it may make your organs bigger,
Yeah.
and you know,
HGH, all that stuff.
It did happen, you know. I feel like it's because of that, you know. And they also found in my arteries the cholesterol in the aorta. Tiene como un little plaque, pero dicen que that's normal.
Pues con eso te ponen una needle por el groin, carnal, y te lo mandan todo hasta el corazón y te abren la vena, carnal.
Por el chiquish.
No, it's on the side of the groin. Can you imagine? They told me it's the most painful
my
thing
God.
ever, dude. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff, bro.
No, take care of yourself, Dad.
Yeah,
Take care of
dude.
yourself.
Yeah, you all
Keep taking
too,
care of
ladies and
yourself.
gentlemen.
Oh my
Cuídense.
gosh, I'm not having fast food
Don't eat fast food.
ever again.
Don't eat Whataburger.
Yeah.
That shit's the devil.
You know, but no, Whataburger's great. I mean, no, honestly,
It's from Earth.
once a no, it's from Earth.
It's from Earth.
By the
Once
way,
a
my
week.
doctor said I had an
Mira.
enlarged pelvis. So, like, it's going to cause back issues, but oh well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, no,
Hey.
but once todo moderación, carnal. Moderation, ¿verdad?
Look, if I have to choose, if I'm gonna be, you know, like if I'm gonna get dirty and eat a burger, I'm gonna go to Starlight.
or Stars.
Oh, Stars.
Whataburger también.
You know, no, Stars. I mean, between come on, guys, between Whataburger and Stars, you know, Stars beats Whataburger. I mean, are you really gonna
Like in taste or what?
no, everything?
No, in taste, no.
I could eat Whataburger more often
Really?
in a week than Stars.
Yeah,
I feel
same.
that the carne in Stars is more tasty. It has like a tastier flavor.
Y Stars nomás aquí en el 956. ¿Hay, verdad? Are there any upstate? No, ¿verdad?
I've seen some, like no están en Corpus.
Or Starlight. Starlight Burger's
Like,
another.
On the way to Corpus hay uno, ¿no?
See, I don't
En
know.
Robestano
I
por
don't
allá.
know.
I know there's Dairy Queens everywhere, but you know. But,
Oh yeah, it's a Dairy Queen.
yeah,
Never mind.
But Whataburger, we went to Whataburger the other night, and you know, the burger was amazing.
It
Sometimes
was so
yeah,
fresh.
They
and
never
good.
get it wrong.
and the fries, and we've been there twice in the past 2 weeks, right? And it's because it's close by. And I was telling my wife, man, the last 2 times we've gone, it's been like really
Perfect.
good.
Mira,
The
les
order
voy a
was
decir
perfect.
de un gold
Perfect.
mine que nunca le digo a nadie, ¿verdad? Porque it's like my little safe spot donde voy cuando quiero comer algo con madre. Right in front of Mackay, there's this place called Don Miguel's Tacos. And they sell these fucking burgers con carne asada that you guys...
On the 23rd
Are they like
side,
Yes.
ribeye burgers or something?
I don't think we've been there.
Es de carne, it has the normal carne, right? But then they put
Like normal
the
carnes in
cubed carne. They put the normal patty,
The
right?
patty, okay.
But then on top of the patty le echan la carne asada como los tacos para arriba y luego ham y el aguacate. Una Mexican burger pero con carne
¿Y
asada.
frijoles o no? ¿Tiene frijoles?
No.
¿Y una tostada?
No.
Oh, that's all it needs.
Are they open right now?
To make
They
it just,
are.
like, you know, to
They
make
are-
it
they're
complete.
open
They
now?
are. They're open till like 2 a.m. Pero I'll tell you right now, once you go there, you're gonna...
Hey,
Wanna
Chaz,
go all the time?
Chaz was talking about a burger place inside a car wash.
Speaking
I
of
was like,
burgers,
what
yeah.
the hell?
What?
Well,
Tell
where
us,
is
Chaz.
that,
Tell
dude?
us, Chaz.
so across the street from Bourbon Street Bar and Grill, and they make great burgers as well, Bourbon Street Bar and Grill. But across there's the original. Now there's like 90 car washes in McAllen. I don't know what happened, but the original car wash on 10th Street.
Oh, yeah, I know where that one is. Next to Applebee's.
Yeah, and there's
Yes.
yes, and it's there's a Grease Monkey sign.
Yeah.
There's an older lady in the back, and they have a little kitchen. And the burgers that she makes there, sometimes I go, nothing to do with. In fact, I've never gone for any car issue whatsoever. I only go for the burgers, and we started BSing and talking. And the burgers are, and I told Jax we need to go one day. And
He told me a long time ago, and we never went, right, Chaz? But
Yeah.
we rekindled that conversation earlier.
well, we'll go in later July. But that's a great place as well for talking about hidden gems.
Hidden gems.
As far as burgers, because all the restaurants are super busy. Nobody thinks, I'm hungry. I know, a car wash. You know what?
Never in your life would you imagine.
So you go there and you're going to get the greatest burger. Now, let me segue into something else. A friend of Rock's and mine recently, talking about health issues, he moved on to the great beyond. And Riley, would you show the image of Rock, how about this guy right here?
Helgi.
How about Helgi? Now, he's originally from Iceland, and he opened up Myth Adventures here in the Valley.
Which is the first ever comics and collectible place that I remember back in the early 90s, late 80s.
He actually bought it off of a lady.
Oh, okay.
He didn't open it. Mm-hmm. So I used to buy comics there from him, and then you stop. Life goes on. I recently started going back again. And when he saw me, I don't know why this got to me, but he goes, "Hey, so what's going on with you now?" He remembered me, dude. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't even like a hardcore fanatic comic guy like the other people that live there.
You're not.
And so I went back, and he remembered me, and I don't know. I don't know. It softened my heart. Like, hey, Helgi, I'm doing real well. And he just recently passed away this week.
Oh,
I used to run into him at some boxing events sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'd go up to him, man, because I remember him from back in the day, and he's always been a cool dude. And and I'd throw him a shout out. He'd be sitting there, and I'd be on shout out to Helgi from Myth Adventures, and he'd look around like, "What? Oh, yeah, wow." And then he'd like, "Wow," I'm talking about him, but I'd always surprise him with that. But guy was always cordial, and man, I mean, he was a really nice. And his grandkids wrote up a little something about him. They considered him a genius, The guy's a smart guy, dude.
His grandkids took over Myth Adventures, and I would see him because comic books come out on Wednesday. So I would see him there. I go, "Hey, what's up, Helgi?" And he would be like, "Oh, hey there. I'm just trying to get this place running well."
Yeah.
Even though he was retired, he was still kind of putting all the comics in order. Rest in peace, Mr. Helgi.
Rest in peace, dude.
Rest in peace.
God bless you.
I love Myth Adventures, man.
And Rock, I have a little bit of good news segueing from Helgi. So on Facebook, I saw this guy, and I go, "I know this guy. He's a director." I go, let me add him. So I sent him a friend request. Mm-hmm. Next day, he writes back, "Hey, Charlie Corona, I know who you are. You were on the radio. Hey, would you like to audition for a commercial?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah, what the hell? What the hell?" I mean, so I go to his theater, and it's for something called Pokey's Planet. No, I'm just kidding.
Adam and Eve.
So, Riley, let's show the photo real quick here.
Pokey's Planet is an adult store.
It's an adult store here in the
Rio Grande Valley.
So that guy in the middle is a director here in the Valley.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Hey, why don't you audition? And if you get the part, I get a percentage."
Yeah.
And it's a paid gig.
Okay.
I auditioned for a bank.
Okay.
And I got the part.
Oh, wow.
Hey, and who's the guy on the left there?
So I represent the big bank.
Oh, that's you on the left?
I'm the one with the suit.
Oh, I didn't recognize you, bro. Wow, a suit? Yeah, I've never seen him in a suit.
Wait a minute. Where did you buy that suit? You better say Macy's.
Well, first of all, I don't own it, number one.
Oh, okay.
My neighbor, who's a bodybuilder.
You better say Macy's.
Oh, you can get me a discount, right?
Hey, no. My neighbor, who's a bodybuilder.
I have a very wide back. What can I say?
Yeah.
So I go, "Oh, he's got a wide back. I have a wide back, and that's his jacket."
Orale.
So it's like that image that we always show when that guy's walking away.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the one that
right. He looks like that.
The guy that's walking away from Dr. T's, bro.
Yeah. So here's what my neighbor looks like. Go ahead, Riley.
Oh, hold on.
If you're that's
know?
my neighbor. He never looks
shit.
but
No
he's
wonder.
not, but he's a little bit wider.
Ay, juesuchi. Sústame one.
So to answer your question, Jax, that's not my jacket. I don't own a jacket. Anyway, he lent me the jacket. We made the commercial. I'm going to try and get a copy of it, and hopefully we can show it.
Yeah.
It's a 30-second spot. I did it in English, Spanish, Pig Latin. No, English and Spanish.
Pig Latin.
And a little blessing.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
Yeah. A little gift in this month, which has been a difficult month for me. And so thank you, the man upstairs, for this little blessing.
Man, you never
That's
know.
great,
You might end up in a movie like, Steve McQueen's Getaway, dude. I mean,
You never know. Since we don't have a guest this week, let's go ahead and do a segment.
Yes.
And it's called Chaz's Collectibles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, Rock, there's the old cinema and new cinema. Old cinema is like John Wayne and Humphrey Bogart. Mm-hmm. There's in 1969, what film kicked off the new genre of film? It's a Western, and it's from 1969, and it also kicked off the concept of a buddy movies.
Yeah.
Two guys together. Mm-hmm. Does that sound familiar at all?
Yeah, Starsky and Hutch, and
But going back to 69, it's a Western.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Yeah.
Jax, have you ever seen Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
No, but I remember the song. Butch Cassidy, Butch Cassidy.
I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I remember that song.
You know what trips me out about that movie is that I couldn't believe it was from 1969.
Yes.
I thought it was like from the late 70s or something. That was how good that movie
I need to watch it.
It's a phenomenal film. So here we are in the summer, and I wanted to recommend a film, and it leads. My favorite genre is the crime genre, and so let's go ahead and check out a small clip from a movie. If you have,
and put us all together to
Yes,
watch
I am.
it.
yeah.
ready.
So this movie's called The Getaway, circa 1973.
Let's check it out, man. I love it.
Oh, right there. Get those guns out on the street. Kick them over. Now lay down that gutter. In the gutter. You get your face down.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's classic, dude.
So
That was badass.
that was filmed in Texas. And sometimes you like something and then you research and then you realize, no wonder I liked it. The music was done by Quincy Jones. It was written by Walter Hill, the guy who did The Warriors,
Okay.
right?
Órale.
Walter Hill also did 48 Hours. It was directed by Sam Peckinpah,
Well, one of the greatest
Peckinpah?
classic. Yeah.
who does
love that.
who does super shootout movies. And then it's got Mr. Steve McQueen. So for this week's Chaz's Collectible, circa 1973, we have The Getaway movie poster.
Oh,
Check out
man.
that
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
Super nice.
That's a badass movie poster.
I don't know más.
Super simple.
That Colt
right?
45.
That's a cool movie poster, dude. Wow.
Yo tengo una de esas, una Colt 45.
Nice.
Steve McQueen and Ali McGraw, they met on the set. They had an affair, and then they stayed together after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that
love
was
that.
Chaz's Collectible. You know, I just recently, I guess about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, when I'm watching YouTube, and there was a video about Steve McQueen's Hollywood home.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
actually, it's in Palm Springs.
Yeah, it has bullet holes.
And they restored it. Like some lady bought it and restored it to like
Oh, yes.
for
I
it to
remember
look
that.
authentic like the 70s and 60s. And that and
I remember that video.
yeah, man, it's really cool. I'll look for it. So you could check out one of his original homes in Palm Springs, man, off a cliff. You could see the cliff down.
By the way, Rock recommended a movie, and I finally saw it. For those of you, want to check out stuff at home. It's called The 13th Warrior.
Hey.
Oh, la que es con
Banderas.
With
Antonio.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it. And Rock, you're right on the money, man. It's an awesome, just Viking kick-ass driving film.
Yeah.
And that's another fantastic film.
See.
That reminds me of The Man with the Iron Mask.
I've never seen that one.
Ooh.
Was that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
You know which one I just saw from Leonardo DiCaprio? I almost saw it all.
¿Cuál?
The Flower Moon, or it's
the one in Oklahoma.
Yeah, about the Indians that they were so rich with oil.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
And Robert De Niro comes out as one of the main men there with money, and he's having them all shot.
And
I
Charlie
wanna watch
Crockett
that.
has a song on that soundtrack.
Yes.
And the video that Charlie Crockett did is a trip, dude.
It is, yeah.
Because it's like a sketch, and then you go into the eye of the bird in the sketch, and
And
it
it
goes
keeps-
into something. It just keeps going
Yeah,
and
that's pretty
going.
creepy.
Look it up.
Do you recommend the movie?
Yeah, but it's like 3 hours, bro. And Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. I mean, you would never hate a person as much as you hate that guy, dude. But if you really look into the movie, he's supposed to be like a really dumb guy, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and his uncle is manipulating him to do a lot of things and destroying. What's the name of the movie, baby?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
It was really
Oh,
good.
okay.
The part,
See.
the parts that we watched were really good.
Another DiCaprio movie I love is The Revenant, I think.
Oh, that's a
Oh, is that
great
the one with the
movie.
bear?
That's the one where he's out he's a mountain man, dude.
But that fight with the bear, like, se guacha bien realistic cuando con las claws le rompe la carne y la chingada. The man looks great.
And what's the name of the bad guy? He came out as Bane, I think.
Sí,
Christian-
el Venom, el que es Venom.
Venom. He's
Christopher
Tom Holland,
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Se avientó también ese vato en la vista. Esa,
Como
¿no?
está scalped.
Yeah.
Le falta la mitad del pelo, right?
I was like, how could people have lived in those extreme weather conditions without knowing that there's a house that they can go in and warm up and take a hot shower? You know, there was nothing like
y las
that, bro.
pinches guerras, Dad, contra los Indians y la chingada. Like, it was constant survival, you know what I
Sí,
mean?
vato.
Well, not Indians, I'm sorry, Native Americans.
Yeah, no, I mean, I that's one of the movies that kind of blew me. Won a lot of Academy Awards, I think.
It was
right?
a great film. You know, it's funny because in just regular life, we're like, oh, my tooth hurts. Ah. Like, and here they are without hair and missing an eye. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Oye, y luego cuando Leo está, like, you know, recuperating and shit for a long time, nomás está, nomás está, you know, like, lo hacen patch up y nomás está ahí, like, for a while.
Cuando se mete, he cuts open a horse or a moose or something, and he goes inside it to stay warm,
In
dude.
Star Wars de madre, no?
Inside the animal, it's
Damn.
incredible.
And,
The survival.
I like the part where they put like certain types of leaves with him, and it heals all of his
Yeah.
Wounds.
All of his wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
That's an awesome.
That is a great movie, guys.
So is The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, the great
Yeah.
I
guy.
like that
Yes.
one. I love that one.
Leonardo
Leonardo.
DiCaprio, he is one of the most consequential actors in our history.
Ay, Jose.
I mean, neta carnal. I mean, ese
He
vato-
was just under fire, right?
Oh, he's
like
good too.
today, actually.
Yeah.
Today he was under fire because he attended some event with Jeff Bezos, and he's supposed to be like a climate activist, and people are saying that que, pues, Jeff Bezos uses I don't know what the fuck and affects the planet y que la chingada. So like he was seen at the party with a black cap, todo hasta abajo así como para que no se le viera la cara. And like he was, you know, under fire because people were saying, pues no que muy environmentalist. You know what I mean? And then somebody posted, I don't care about the 26-year-old thing, but this crossed the line, Leo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause he's got a young girl, right?
He only dates girls that are under 26 years old.
No, man, he's done a lot of great movies.
At least he upped it. He used to be 25. Now it's
Yeah.
26.
He's maturing.
He's maturing.
Pues
yeah.
es como aquel vato, el de la Playboy, ¿cómo se llama? Hugh Hefner. As soon as they were 27,
What did you-
28.
What did you call him?
Aquel,
What?
Hugh Hefner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner. Nomás they turned 77 y las dejaba y se consiguió una más chavala, carnal.
Chavato. Bastardo.
Bien hater.
Ojete.
Hey, don't be having those thoughts, carnal. Te van a regañar en la casa, cabrón. Ladies and gentlemen, San Benito, the Soul of South Texas Summer Concert Series. It starts Friday, July 11th with Clay Walker, Buckin' Crazy, Crossfire, and Midnight Run. That's going to be a big show.
Nice.
All right. That's on a Friday, July 11th. And then Saturday, July 12th, the next day, Jaime de Anda, Los Palominos at the SanBenitoFairgrounds.com. It's SanBenitoFairgrounds.com. That's where you can find all the information. Friday, July 18th, El Grupo Pesado, man. That's going to be big, man, in San Benito. Then on Saturday, July 19th, La Fiebre, Los Musicales Iconics de Mike Gonzalez. That's Jimmy Gonzalez's son. And Ricky Naranjo, Los Gamblers, man. And, San Benito's a conjunto town. So it's going to be a great show. Friday, July 25th, Aaron Watson, Louis the Singer. And that's at San Benito Fairgrounds as well. It's all of them are happening at San Benito Fairgrounds, okay? Fireworks display under 12 free. Saturday, July 26th, it's George Lopez, okay? That's Saturday, July 26th. Friday, August 1st, Midland and Buckin' Crazy will be opening up for Midland, and they are one hell of a band. They've got some big hits. So that's happening on Friday, August 1st. And then Saturday, August 9th, got another country show. Gary Allen is performing as well with Buckin' Crazy opening up. And then on Saturday, August 16th, it's comedian Steve Trevino. And he's one hell of a comedian.
He's from Corpus.
He's from Corpus, man. He's one of the comedians I started, when I started going to comedy shows back in the early 2000s. He was one of them, man. It was fantastic. And then on Saturday, August 9th, my band Whiskey D will be at Broken Sprocket Food Truck Park in Brownsville. And so we've got plenty of things to do before the end of summer, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of entertainment. San Benito's becoming the mecca of live music in the Rio Grande Valley in the 956. All the tickets for the San Benito shows, you find them at SanBenitoFairgrounds.com. The lineup, all the information you need. Just go to SanBenitoFairgrounds.com, okay? And we appreciate everybody, hanging out with us. We didn't have a guest tonight, but we just decided to do a little help. It was 4th of July. A lot of people are spending time getting ready for the 4th of July weekend. So we decided to bring the crew in and thank you all on a personal level for supporting the show and for liking and sharing and, and putting up with us, right?
Yes, that's for sure.
So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Anything you want to say before we leave, Jax?
I just want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat zone from coast to coast, from top to bottom, from west to east, from north to south, from California to Florida, from Canada to Monterrey. Thank you to all of our beautiful fans, all of our gold members también. And remember to also subscribe to my social media, Jax Phoenix, and also follow me on YouTube, Jax World, donde tenemos videitos en vez en cuando.
Es todo. Chaz, you want anything you'd like to say?
Rock goes 1,000 times more out in the world than I ever do. I stay home with my cat Merlin, but I am an educator. I try and do my best. I get home tired,
and he's a teacher too.
And I'm a teacher too. And coming here and being with all of you really makes a difference. It really helps just to kind of get me in a good mood and just keep going on because life is weird and it's difficult. But every little blessing is a blessing, and this is definitely one. So thank you for everybody out there who's always very nice to me. I've seen people like at Stripes and stuff, and they're very complimentary. So thank you to Jax and Rock, Rally, and everybody out there. So thank you for all the blessings.
This is a form of therapy for us, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not.
It is.
And I know a lot of people that we run into, they say, hey, man, your show is really like, I can have a shitty day. And when I watch you guys, it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Everybody's got their own little war out there with life. Yep. And, we'd like to spend this little moment here and this time every Wednesday night to just, throw all that shit out the window and just enjoy each other's company. Babe, you want to say anything?
No, just for all the fans, thank you all so much for always supporting us and for always hanging out with us on the chat zone. And to our super duper fans, Sal in the house, the Theas family, Carmen Benavides, Laura, Ohio, and everyone that has been with us since the very beginning. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We love you.
Victoria. Hey, Rock, going back to what you were saying, remember when we were talking to your father and he was telling us about how he first started drinking?
Uh-huh.
That clip, I've easily seen it like 20 times. Like when I'm brushing my teeth because I just like hearing his answers, and we're all just kind of talking to him.
A false stab and all.
Yeah, he's talking about like he used to drink, and he was like, and anyway, everyone has their own little favorite parts. So even I've seen your dad's part like 20
Bro,
times.
we were in San Antonio and we went to Raulito's. By the way, I have a lot of video from Raulito's fundraiser that I haven't uploaded as a video for everybody to see. I've uploaded the Ram Herrera and I also uploaded the Freedom Fest, but I'm gonna put it together hopefully by tomorrow, and that way we could upload it so you can see all of Raulito's stuff. And I need to call him to find out how he's doing, ¿verdad? But my dad was there and with us. He was all over, man. We had him. It's a whirlwind weekend. Dad was like, wow, he's 82 years old, right? So he's there, and I look back, and he's not sitting at the table, and I look, and he's doing a little dancing, and I'm like, wow, that's good. I'm glad my dad's socializing. You know what I mean?
Mixing it up.
And then on the way home, he was like, wait, Dad, and how do you end up dancing? Well, she came up to me. I go, really? And I asked her when we were dancing, like, why did you come up to me? He goes, well, it looked like the Diamante wanted to dance.
Ya sabía.
Oh, yeah, well, he started doing this. But he was shocked that they knew him by his nickname, dude, But that's how far this show reaches. Mm-hmm. And that's how much people, appreciate what we do, And, even though we've had the craziest week, busy as hell, and we're like on the last drop of gas, once we turn these cameras and these mics on, it's like nothing. It's like we don't feel anything. Mm-hmm. It's like it's resurging our energy because we know that there's a lot of people watching, and all of you give us the energy to continue doing what we're doing, and we've been doing it for the past 5.5 years, and we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen.
We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
We just hope that our message finds you in good health, and it's a positive message, and we always try to spread positivity here at #PVT.
And tomorrow night, I'm going to ask Jay, I don't know if he does this song live, but I want him to do this one, man, because it's one of my favorite. Yeah. I think it's better than the original. The original. Grupo Malo used to do this song, but I like this version way better. That's you, baby. No más. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow night. San Juan, if you're around.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.
Saturday night, South Padre Island. All my fans out there from San Antonio, Gilbert, and the rest of the family over there. Be safe on the way down. We're looking forward to seeing you.
We'll see you.
Ahí los miramos el Thursday.
Asústame one time.
The way that you hold